Tiny Cat. I promised my channel members that every Friday I would upload some members-only content, you know, as like an incentive to Tiny Cat, as like an incentive to be a channel member. So I decided that I'm gonna play every single level of Super Mario All-Stars on the Super Nintendo. And oh my gosh, I love this introduction because, like, they're standing in the dark having a very lively conversation. Then as soon as the lights come on, everybody shuts up. It's like the exact opposite of a surprise party. Oh, and then they just do it all over again. Okay, if I don't touch any buttons, it just happens again. But anyway, I'm gonna play every single level of Super Mario All-Stars. But just like I did with previous series, I'm gonna make it so that part 1 is publicly available so everybody can see it. But if you want to see the rest of my Super Mario All-Stars SNES system all levels playthrough, then, you gotta give me money and be a channel member. So, like, I don't know, let's do this in chronological order, and I will start with The Legend of Mario Bros. Gosh, I love that the picture of this box art looks like it's beat up. This compilation of games, Super Mario All-Stars, came out in, like, 1993, didn't it? So how old can this box possibly be? 8 years old, I did math, unless there's some time travel involved. But let's get started with some Mario games. And obviously I'm gonna choose File C. Let's do every level of Super Mario All-Stars, everybody. Yeah, so 1993, it says it right there. That means that this Super Mario All-Stars came out around then. Let's get started. I don't even know what control scheme I picked, but I assume B is jump and Y is run faster. Oh my gosh, look how happy the clouds are. You know, I really don't have too much experience with Super Mario All-Stars. A while back, for like my 10-year YouTube anniversary, I played Super Mario 3 on Super Mario All-Stars. But other than that, I haven't played All-Stars too much. You know what else I should do? I should play this game. I should just narrate as if you've never, ever played a Mario game before. Okay, so the big guy who used to be Small Mario, or as the British call him, Jolly Red Roger. This guy is Mario. He starts small, but when he eats a mushroom that is the size of him, he grows bigger. And that's like technically what happens in the real world. But now that I've eaten this plant, he can also shoot fireballs from his hands like a wizard. However, he's not really good at aiming them. He can really only shoot them down. And these bricks, don't worry if he hits his head on them. He never gets concussed in this game. Sometimes there are coins in the bricks or in the glowing blocks that have question marks on them. And if you collect 100 coins, you can buy a clone of yourself, which will take your place when you die. Those coins, you just kind of stuff them in your pocket. They don't slow you down. And that star that I collected, it makes you glitter like fire, the way Plato described Orichalcum from the lost city of Atlantis. And while you are glowing like fire, if you kick a turtle or a mean mushroom with legs, it will die, which is also to be expected. I've never kicked a turtle before, but I imagine I can kick pretty hard. And yeah, there's another glowing plant in these boxes. They don't need sunlight or water to grow, you just hit them. Anyway, now I'm in a cave, and as you would expect, there's a lot of large chocolate walls to climb over. And by the way, if you jump on a turtle, he just hides back in his home. And then you can kick him forward to attack your enemies. Gosh, I'm not explaining this game well enough. But yeah, I found another star. I know where a lot of stuff is because this is a video game that I've played many times. In fact, I think there's a hidden coin block in here. People don't have banks in this universe. They just hide their valuables in walls, for example, the way Dracula would hide his meat, as you know from the legends. Some of the mushrooms, though, instead of making you bigger, they just give you what is called a one-up in this universe, which is a body double that will, oh my gosh, that's Luigi. His face is on the wall over there. In this crazy, otherwise dark room with money in it. Yeah, again, they don't have banks, they just hide their money in places where you might not expect to find them, but also in this world, there are these green cylinders that they want you to believe are pipes. That if you just, like, jump down one, sometimes it will take you to a room full of money. Look, it's hard to explain, okay? I almost went to the warp world. I almost went to the warp zone, and then I remembered, wait a second, we're doing every level. Also, I'm awful at timing my jumps. I feel like there is a bit of a delay on this monitor, which will be difficult. Also, Pippin just joined us here. Pip, you're doing great. Look at this majestic cat. Anyway, this is World 1-3, and my cat is, like, directly in front of my monitor now, so I'm gonna have a little bit of a hard time, jumping and playing games in general. Oh yeah, and if I collect all the coins in this world, I think that means the hidden 1-up becomes available in other worlds. It's hard to play with a cat in front of my monitor. Alright, Pip, I'm sorry, but I gotta move you. Okay. Now I'm Small Mario again, or as the British call him, Rowdy Roddy Piper. But let's go with World 1-3, and this time there's no cat in front of my monitor. Oh my gosh, what is this, easy mode or something? I have 89 coins? That's very close to an extra Mario. And do I, like, bounce? Okay, so if you hold the jump button when you land on those enemies, which are called Goombas, you don't bounce any higher. And I kind of forgot that was a thing, because I played so much Super Mario 35 when that game came out, that I, like... And the mechanics in that game are slightly different than they are in the original Mario game, and this version of Super Mario Bros. Tries to be as true to the original as it can, while taking a lot of, artistic liberties, I suppose. Like, there's waterfalls and cliffs in the background, that's cool. Oh, I talked about dumb stuff too much that now the music is mad at me. But I've still gotta get them coins. Look, plenty of time, there's 69 seconds. Pip! She jumped back up on the desk and is now in front of my monitor again. And I'm ending with exactly 47 seconds left, oh my gosh. Exactly 47.47 seconds left. Ooh, we made it to World 1-4, everybody. This is Bowser's castle, but, like, also, apparently he just owns a ton of property around here. Oops. I jumped a little bit too late. So yeah, when you're Small Mario, or as the British call him, the King of the Ring, and you grab a plant, which are known as fire flowers, British call them that too, you will, instead of going to Fireball Mario, you'll just be regular old Big Mario. So yeah, pretty much the only scenario that can happen is if you're Big Mario and you hit a power-up block and it spawns a fire flower, but then you get hit, and you go back down to being small. I don't know who that is, but he fell into the lava, which he can survive. But yeah, if you're small and you grab a plant, you just go to big. You don't get fireballs. Thank you, Mario, but our princess is in another castle. Can you specify which one it might be? Oh my gosh, now we're at World 2-1. And this is going to be a fantastic playthrough that you love. So let's grab a fire flower and burn this enemy. Yeah, these are just like regular turtles. They don't have any special name. They're just called turtles. I think there's a hidden block around here somewhere, is there not? Yeah, let's go. And above that is a 1-up mushroom. Now, when I was a child, I did not understand that special 1-up only shows up in this level if you've collected all of the coins in World 1-3, or if you warp to this world. So in other words, if I used the a special warp zone to warp to World 2, I would be able to find that 1-up that I collected. Since I collected all of the coins in level 1-3, that 1-up that I collected was available. But if I had gone to level 1-3 and didn't collect all the coins, that hidden 1-up block just does not spawn. Oh my gosh. This plant is different than the other plants we've been eating. But it still gets me pretty high up in the air for this bonus level. Oh my gosh. And all the clouds are so happy in this game. What happens when there's like a hurricane? Do you just get like stormed on by some very happy jolly clouds that will destroy your home? I think I missed one of the coins. Make it 2! That's why Luigi in the background is like, oh, you missed 2 coins. That's why he's doing that. Bah! And that plant that comes up out of the pipe, haven't explained how that guy works, but I think he's carnivorous. Yeah, at the end of most levels, there's a flagpole, and Mario hates having flags that are at full mast. Is that what? Oh, there's another one there. So yeah, he just lowers the flags. That's his job in this universe. He also causes a lot of destruction. Oh my gosh, I love this underwater level. So yeah, a ton of aesthetic changes between original Super Mario Bros. On the Nintendo NES system and this Super Mario All-Stars version. So like, for example, there weren't like background elements. Like there was no art or scenery in the background in most of the original game. Save for like a few hills, possibly. Like there's little green hills in the background, like it's Sonic the Hedgehog. Ooh boy. Yeah, water types here are actually weak to fire. Would not expect that. Like all these fish, first of all, you can shoot fireballs underwater and they don't just like immediately dissipate or dissolve. But when you do hit a fish with fire, it immediately cooks him. You don't get to eat him though, because they fall through the ground. Look at that. Where does he go? Maybe he's not even dead, he's just faking it so that he can escape. Yeah, Mario's like, okay, that guy's definitely dead, I won't pursue. And then like 10 minutes later, that fish pops back up like, is he gone? That plant, I'm gonna wait for him to come back. See ya. I bounced a fireball off the top of the flagpole. I didn't know that was a thing you could do. Hey, thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate you. Again, this part, publicly available. Anyone can see me play the first couple worlds of Super Mario Bros. But if you want to watch the rest of this series, and I am going to play all the levels on Super Mario All-Stars, including the lost levels, or as the Japanese call it, Super Mario Bros. 2, then like consider becoming a channel member. I would love to have you. I post a lot of members only content, by the way. The reason I missed last week and possibly the week before is because of a family emergency. But yeah, if you want to watch the rest of this series, please become a Patreon patron or a channel member. I will upload all of this to Patreon too, as well also. As a thank you to everyone who's been so kind and supportive to me. But hey, you know, if you don't have the means to become a channel member, watching this video and clicking the like button helps me out a ton, so thank you so much. Oh my gosh, we already made it to World 2-4. A 2-4. Yo, and Mario can just like go up into the scoring area up here. I can cover my coin count. That's like kind of fourth wall breaking for him. Don't you agree? He's like, yeah, I know this is a video game. Watch me go up in front of the score and cover the coin count. Oh my gosh, the physics in this game are so slippery that I actually am impressed that I dodged all of the fire end stuff. And by the way, if you make it to this person, whose name I believe is Richard, You can destroy him with fireballs, as you might expect, with any mortal. And now I'm gonna destroy his room. And he's got this cool glowing axe in the background, but if you jump on it, nothing happens. And there are 2 mushroom people trapped in a bag, and they're like, thank you, but our princess is in another castle. They're like, yeah, you didn't have to save us. Go save the princess. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this short part of Super Mario All-Stars, all levels. Again, if you want to watch the whole thing, please become a channel member or subscribe to the Patreon. You know, but you don't have to. No pressure. I love you anyway. But if you do, thank you so much. And part 2 is already available on my YouTube channel. So right now, I'm gonna save and quit. If you're a channel mem, go check out part 2. And thank you so much for watching. And tell your friends I'm great. A big ol' thank you to all of my Patreon patrons and my mems, including my newest member, Keisha Boston Strong. Oh my gosh, I'm like obsessed with my Patreon patrons and mems. What's wrong with me? I can't stop talking about them. Also, thanks to my other donors and everyone who watched this video, because that's cool of you. That was real cool.